Oh my God. I just hit 1K.
I'm from Detroit, but my friends call me Steph Brooks. I like music and stuff. But
I just hit 1K.
please forgive me. I have a cold. I think I partied too hard for my birthday, so I might have a little stuffy. Thank you. I turned 45.
It's so wonderful. Thank you. Thank you, Mims, for shouting me out for that last one.
Okay, so first things first. Yes. First things first.
You just made 1K. 1K. Larger curves. 1K. We monetize Curvies. That's right. That's right. 1K. Woo! 1K! 1K! We still celebrating, y'all. You know, every day is a celebration. If you want it to be, I felt like it today. It's a celebration. You know, I'm still in 1K mode. That's what's up. That's what's happening. You know, I got people in the back. But Curvies, on your way in, let's take a minute, smash those like buttons, smash that subscribe button, smash the like button. If you haven't already, you know the drill. Ring my bell, ring my bell, so you can get notified next time your girl LRGA Curves uploads a video. And so you can become part of this beautiful curvy community that we are growing over here in these YouTube streets. All right. All right, you know how we do it, LRGA Curves. We have to do a little roll call, shake it up, right? Right? How many people are old enough to remember that on the playground? Well, I mean, if you're a pandemic baby, I mean, the P baby, then you had all this stuff. You probably have no idea about schoolyard fun and schoolyard shenanigans, such as the roll call, shake it up, right? Remember you used to do that hand thing with your girls and you guys could do heck of different things all at once. And now if you can hold your phone and not drop it and break it, it's a great day. You know how things progress in life. It's all, yeah, I mean, there's a trade-off for wisdom. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, it's time to do roll call. You know me, I have to get to my soundboard. Luckily, iMovie is in my phone. Okay? So, and that's what I use for not only my, my intros. I use Canva and I use iMovie. And I, anybody who ever wants to know how to and then I use this to get the people single like this. If you don't know, here, I'm going to show you real quick. Look at this background, okay? You see how everybody's separated and everything? So if you guys ever want to separate the people from the picture, you go to this website called Remove BG, okay? And that place lets you download your picture and then it takes away the background. Now, I'm not sure what they do with their copy. So this is not an endorsement or a suggestion or any type of advice. I'm just saying that I have found it useful for what I do. And that's where I am able to get people single like this. You want to see it again? Look. Did you ever wonder how that happened? I used to wonder, and now I know. So that's a good day. So let's get back to roll call. We have first off in freaking LRGA Curves house is none other than New Jersey's own Reality with Krista Marie. She's a friend of the Curvies for sure. Let's give her a clap in. She has a channel here in these YouTube streets. And of course, we have our lovely Erin D, an angel, a muse. I mean, she's a freaking networking goddess, okay? She's a connector. She's like beyond glue. She's like plasma of the universe. She's like stardust. You know what I'm saying? The way she goes around and shares everything with everybody, and she loves everyone. Like literally, she oozes love, everyone. Like you know how love is an action word? Erin is that action, you guys. Thanks for being here, Erin. That's right. And of course, also in the back, we have Sebastian Shea. And he's here and he's going to share his thoughts on Queens of R&B. You know, me and Sebastian know each other from these YouTube streets. And it was his suggestion that I even start watching Queens of R&B and I'm stuck. Okay, I love it. All right, and I hope if you haven't watched that you will go watch Queens of R&B. Okay, it's very good. It's about SWV and about Escape, and it's about them trying to put a tour together. Now they're in their more mature ages. You know what I'm saying? But egos like they're 21 are still involved, y'all. It's interesting. I love you guys talking in the freaking chat. Shay B is in the house. That's right. I got you in your feels. Girl, you got me in my feels. That's what I'm talking about. Thank you for being here with you and us, and we're going to talk about it. All right? That's right. Thank you. I love you. All right. Oh my God. We got Make It Make Sense in the house. Right? There he is. I'm subscribed to you, buddy. When are you putting out the content, sir? Yes. When's it happening, Sebastian? As soon as you get up here, you can talk about it. You guys, as you know, you saw in my intro video, crying about Mims. Thank you for the shout out that pushed us through the last 1,000 Mims. That was all real emotion in that moment at Mims. Thank you again. And thank you for being in the house. That's right. Chronicles of Anubis is going to come up in a minute. And, ooh, Mademoiselle. Comment allez-vous? Oh, Krista, you're not going to sleep. Call me if you can't sleep, okay? And then we have hellos. Hello. Little Soreko, how do you do? Hello. Little Soreko, I'm oh so blue. Hello. Won't you come over and play? I can tell by your voice that you are very nice, but you're always so far away. But you guys are close in here in the house, all right? Yeah, I feel like singing tonight, you guys. Sorry, not sorry. Okay, Linda Gamble's in the house, and Sheila Mackey's in the house. That's right. Now let's get to it. Of course, we got Corri Berman. Thank you for being here, Corri.
Anytime.
You know what I'm saying. You know how we like it. I love your POV. Thanks for coming over here and sharing your time and energy with us tonight. Of course, we have Sebastian Shade in the house. All right. I'm going crazy with the clap track tonight.
Hey.
I know.
Hey, Travis.
I know. I was trying to get well past whatever minutes the algorithm cares if I drop a curse word or not. You know, sometimes a couple of things take patience. So I was deciding to have patience right then. How is everybody tonight? How are you doing this evening? How are you, Corri?
Groovy.
I've been good.
My eyes are finally starting to focus.
Yes, I'm so glad that is finally happening because dilations.
I know, right?
Yeah. But you made it through and your eyes will too.
Yes.
Sebastian,
well.
How are you this evening?
I'm great. I had no classes today. I was
Oh, wow.
It was the best thing.
Right on.
Were they canceled or is that how you did your schedule?
It was how I did my schedule. I have no classes on Tuesdays and Thursdays.
Okay, now.
Right.
Oh, you a Monday, Wednesday, Friday dude. Okay.
Yep, exactly. And I only have one class tomorrow because the other one got canceled. So
okay. I remember those days.
As I said, college is better than high school, guys. College is better than high school.
I have to take your word for it.
How are you doing, Chronicles of Anubis?
I'm doing good.
Right on.
Doing real good.
That's excellent. You know what, you guys? Like I said earlier, Sebastian Shade asked me to look at this show. And I was like, okay, I'll do that. And I love it. I'm like, oh, I wasn't gonna watch because I don't usually watch anything extra with Candy specifically.
Mm,
You know what I
I,
mean?
I wasn't either because
I know
Candy's
exactly what
boring.
you mean.
I wasn't
You know
either.
what I
I wasn't
mean?
Yeah.
gonna.
Yeah. So
Well, I'm watching
then when
because
you go ahead.
I'm watching because I saw SWV and Salt and Pepper together.
When
Oh,
they
like
were
you actually saw
on
them
the Salt and Pepper
IRL?
show. Huh?
IRL?
in real life?
Yeah, they did a show
You
on
saw
BET.
them?
No, on BET.
Oh, on
That's
BET.
what I meant.
Oh, you're right. They were on a show on BT. You're
Mhm.
right.
Yep,
Yeah,
That
we
was
Yeah,
saw
they
them
did
on
that
BET.
show, didn't they?
we watched it.
I don't
Brenda.
remember what that show was.
It was
Oh,
called
yeah.
SWV Reunited. It was called SWV Reunited, right?
No, it was Salt and Pepper.
Ladies' Night.
Yeah, Salt and Pepper's
Yeah.
Ladies' Night.
Oh, that's not too long ago.
Mhm. That was a couple years ago. It was right when the Panini started.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Panini?
We can only say certain words, honey.
Wow.
Yeah, Nini.
Yeah.
So everyone is asking if we want to create a channel. I actually want to
You
answer that
should, Shady.
question. I want to answer that question. After multiple people asking if a channel will be created, I have reconsidered my thoughts, and coming soon, there will be a channel.
Yay!
Cool.
Right on, you shady palm tree, you.
I'll be right back.
Coming soon,
No way.
there will be one.
That is excellent.
There will be one coming soon.
Yay! The shade is real.
Is that what it's going to be called? Or are you going to call it First of All?
I don't know. As I said coming soon. I can't give all the details yet. Coming soon.
Yeah.
Cannot wait.
Neither can I.
It's going to be excellente.
Mhm.
Excellente. Oh my goodness. So coming soon, you guys. That was exclusive freaking tea. Heard it from him. Receipts. He started the channel. It's real, you guys. Go smash his buttons and ring his bells.
Mhm.
Ring my
Smash 'em
bell.
good.
Smash, smash, smash. All right, you guys. Did you guys watch this week's episode?
Yes,
I
I
haven't
did.
had a chance yet.
Sunday's episode. Yes, I did.
Of what?
I do have some notes,
That's the
but
Oh.
yeah. So I have some notes. So the first note that I think that we should touch on is how Tadina and Candy be pumping each other's heads up.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and oh no. You know what we should do first?
What?
Oh my gosh. Oh, that's what I was gonna do. All right. Wait a second, you guys.
Okay.
Okay.
Here we go. No, we don't want to do Chrome. We want to do Firefox.
Okay.
What's Firefox?
The window.
Browser.
Mhm.
The
Do
window.
I have it?
It's very old school. I haven't heard of Firefox in a while. Damn.
Do
Oh.
I have it on my phone?
I don't know.
Isn't
Hold
like the
on.
one? Isn't that the first browser? I think that is the first one.
What,
Let me see
Firefox?
something.
Yahoo.
Yeah. Woo.
Yeah, I remember.
You can tell how
that.
old I am.
Me too.
It's just there. Wait, let me just go here. Let me go here. Wasn't that just there?
I remember
why
when
is it
AOL was the
For
thing.
now. No. Let's see. Not the shorts.
Not AOL, Genesis. You remember Genesis?
Here it is.
You
Did
guys
you guys
remember
know
MySpace?
Latasha has a channel on YouTube, you guys?
Yeah, I
Oh,
knew that.
yeah.
Someone told me that.
Well, you know all the commotion that's been going on with her and the girls,
Hmm.
right? Well, she finally decided to give her side about it. And let me do this first. What's that called? You know, that copyright thing.
Fair use.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
We about to break it down.
Image.
We're about to break it down, and
Okay.
tomorrow at 12, the Juice Radio and Talk Show. We'll be breaking it down with their daddy.
Okay.
Her dad is watching.
No, her daddy is going to be on the Juice and Radio Talk Show.
Oh, is that tomorrow? Is that interview with Latasha and Tamika
No,
Scott's daddy
his dad,
on
yep.
the Juice Radio?
Yeah.
And he doesn't like the way he's being
Channel tomorrow?
portrayed on leaving them. He doesn't like
Yeah,
the way
Mims is gonna be on there too.
yeah, he
Really?
doesn't
Right
like
on. Everybody make sure you go through to the Juice Talk and
the Juice and Radio Talk Show. The
Mhm.
Juice and Radio Talk Show.
The
Mims
Juice
and
and
his
Radio
messy
Talk Show.
self.
And it's in these YouTube streets. She has excellent content. She has some
Yes,
very
she
interesting
does.
conversations. She goes a lot of places. I love it.
She goes very
Okay,
deep.
so yeah, warning. Title 17 provides for no, that's not the one. I'm not doing 501c3. It's this one. Sorry, you guys.
Mhm.
Copyright disclaimer. Under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976, copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976, allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news, reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Nonprofit or educational or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use. Okay, you guys, so that's my fair use. And so we're going to be commenting on this. I think that's what she wants. Why would she have a freaking channel
Mhm.
where where it's only going to meet so many people unless she wants everybody to know? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Mhm.
Yeah.
We
anyway.
need to break this down.
So, yes. So she has an answer to the people that have been, you know how, okay, is it
Dildo?
me or when Candy's name comes up in a negative way, she mysteriously gets all of these interviews and she is all of a sudden doing lots of press and her speak on it's kick in
Candy's
and
connected.
things like that. Like
Candy's
I have noticed,
connected.
huh?
Candy's connected.
Candy
Yeah,
is a
like,
master
he-
gaslighter. How about that?
Mhm.
And why don't you come for me, Candy? Come for me.
Yeah, that's
I
Corey.
dare
Yo,
at
come for
Lola Lane.
me.
I dare
That's
you.
Corey at Lola Lane. Okay,
Mhm.
she said that
I
to
dare you, Candy. I ain't scared
So,
of that little leprechaun.
Oh,
the leprechauns.
I'm
But you
sure
know,
it
her
doesn't
I'm
say
in
that.
that movie.
press lately
Well,
where
I'm very
she
sure
has
it
been
don't say that.
saying like anything that Latasha says on the show during the week, Candy goes on a campaign to say the opposite of what Latasha says, and her sister is right there by her side, right? So I so far have been, you better tell him, Sebastian, Candy ain't paid the most for no reason. Make it make sense as this. All right. Yeah, she's the most paid for a reason because she's a great businesswoman,
And
I
she's the
give
most
that to her.
geriatric one on the show.
She's
Yeah.
a
Oh,
she's not the most
businesswoman.
geriatric one.
Yes, she is. She is.
She's not older than Coco.
She's being the most. She's the.
No,
she's
she's
the longest
saying
reigning
within. He's saying
housewife.
within Escape, right?
Oh, with
With-
Escape, yeah.
With Escape and on the Bravo series for Housewives, she's the
Oh,
longest
yeah.
reigning housewife.
Yeah.
For now.
Oh, Bianca Edwards is in the house.
Hey,
That's what I'm talking
Bianca.
about. Yay. Thanks for coming through. You know, so we're going to play this because they've been going on press. They hit up. Did they even go to the freaking Charlemagne's seat sniffer dude's show?
I believe
Oh.
so.
Didn't Charlamagne say he R'd his wife? Oh,
Yeah.
Shall we, Sebastian, darling, can we stay on topic tonight
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
until we get to the free for all portion of the show?
Sorry, every time someone says Charlemagne, that's the first thought that comes into my mind is the way he just said it so abruptly.
All the way. Okay. So I don't know why I was feeling bad for Latasha this whole time. I'm like, how is her sister going against her on TV? And why is this just coming on now? And you see my question under my place where you can put things now in freaking StreamYard is the question for this recap is why now? Why now is Tamika all of a sudden like, you know, he took my money, mama. You know, why now? Didn't they do a whole other show before and it never came up before? And it has been 10 years. And I understand a lot of people are like, oh, well, she had to say anything to get her mom and her sister were tag teaming her and she was just saying anything to get them off her. I was like, but she didn't stop. So there's that, you know? And now she's still talking about it in all of these interviews when she goes out with Candy. And I'm just like, why now? Do you guys have any speculations before we watch this video?
Yeah, Candy's
I do too.
Princess Machiavelli.
I do too.
Go ahead.
Personally, I think that she's speaking up now is due to opportunity. And she has someone who's obviously going to be the battery behind her, Candy. But I'm not denying her experience. I'm not saying it did not happen. I'm not saying anything. I actually support what she's going through because I know people who literally have gone through issues similar like that. And I want to say this as well. She needs to realize people are saying maybe the mother doesn't like her due to the fact that she had a child early and she kind of was an embarrassment to the church.
Okay, that can happen. That can be true.
Okay. I hear that as a reason. I feel like her mom has a reason. I didn't put that as a reason because that happens, you know. And a lot of church girls go through that. Let me tell you, as a PK.
But the thing is, I'm having hard issues with.
I didn't go through that, but
I have issues with some churches like this. Like, obviously, y'all know I grew up Catholic. As much as I'm not Catholic anymore, there have been occasions where girls were pregnant and they actually help them. But I have issues with churches that advocate, like, you tell these girls not to get abortions and ish like this. When they do get pregnant, y'all shun them out because they're pregnant. Like, come on.
Right. Yeah, that doesn't make any sense. That's horrible. Or they get together for you and they pray over you and they rebuke you. Yeah. No,
or
seriously.
send you to an unwed mother's home.
Yeah, like they chastise you for it instead of like try to really help you. You're totally right.
And mistreat you.
So,
Exactly.
Latasha, and what do you have any thoughts on it, Chronicles?
Yeah, I do actually. The Catholic Church, let's just say they're filled with hypocrisy. They claim they're.
Well, the mother's not Catholic. The mother's, what's it called?
I think I don't know. I think she's like Baptist or something. But we're just drawing a comparison between what's going on in Tamika's situation and the Catholic Church, what they did with unwed mother's friend. We're not.
No matter what you call it, the result's the same.
Okay.
That's what the group did to her. They were the ones that kicked her out because she was pregnant.
Oh.
The group did that, didn't they? Her mom wasn't her mom didn't. And they were going to kick her out to the point where Latasha was like, if you kick her out, we both going, you're going to have to get 2 members. Watch this.
Okay.
Like I already played the copyright for this. Here we go.
But since everybody want to speak on it, and I ain't spoke on it, let's speak on it. Well, speaking on it, as you can see, I have been out promoting my album, which by the way comes out.
Can you guys hear it?
Good Friday, y'all go cop that. And I had time to address this.
Yes, I can hear it.
I got time.
Let me start with this.
It was definitely a deflection. But at the time, we didn't know that she already had her solo deal in place.
Last year, the top of 2022, my husband initiated the conversation with the label for me and my sister. That's right, to do a gospel album, a gospel duet album. The two of us, the Scott sisters. But they ain't tell you that though, huh? We're gonna keep moving forward, okay? In all transparency, I really didn't want to do the show. I'm being honest. But I talked to my sister and she was like, we can get our cookbooks out, we can do the spices, we can do music outside of the group. And I believed her. I was literally the last person to sign the contract to be on the show. And the reason I did it is I wanted to do it with my sister.
For years, Tamika has blindly gone along with what her sister wanted. I have never went against my sister for nothing. Even when she was wrong, I was against y'all because that's my family. That's loyalty.
What's so funny? Truth be told, I've always had my sister's back. Y'all don't remember? I remember a couple of times I had to have my sister's back while being in the group. When they tried to kick my sister out because she got pregnant. And they came to the group and they were like, we're going to have to find a replacement for your sister.
You know what? We'll pay for you to have an abortion. You stay in the group or you have your baby, we'll kick you out. So I told them they need to find a replacement because I wasn't killing my baby. And I told them they're going to have to find 2 replacements because if my sister goes, I go. Right.
But I could, me with them without my sister,
it was all your money.
Actually, the first scene was not supposed to be at our mother's house. It was supposed to be at the church where my sister and I were supposed to rehearse our very first gospel performance. Had it been at the church, it never would have been the cussing, the fussing, the lying, the disrespect. That never would have happened. You know what's crazy? The very first scene that I filmed was at my mother's house with my sister.
Hello, Tamika. Oh, who you are?
You don't even know these days. You don't even know these days. No. Now you tell me, how you do a flashback scene when there was never a scene before that?
No, give me a hug. I'm your sister. Oh, we hugging now. What you mean we hugging now? We always hug. How'd you look? Thank you.
Oh, 3 days ago? Interesting.
Could have been a scheme that Todd set up for him to come to you with the bud.
Now, since it wasn't clear,
I don't know if that was too long of Bravo stuff. I don't usually put the words with the thing.
$30,000.
Wow.
Now let me get this straight. She said it was 10 years ago when she was pregnant with my niece.
Pregnant with our buddy.
Wait a minute. This niece?
Go ahead, girl. Go ahead.
What's happening here?
At the time, it was just me and my sister. We were Escape.
Escape was not performing.
Yeah, that was when Candy didn't want to do it. So Tiny didn't want to do it. There was something about Jermaine not mentioning us in his interviews or whatever.
No, shut up. Just shut up. Just be quiet. Oh no, mute.
There we go.
So hold up. Let me get this straight. This was supposed to happen before we filmed Still Kicking It. We made a lot of money. Then we went on to do the Great Escape Tour. And we made millions. I mean, we made more than $30,000 a night a piece. At this time, Candy had told Tiny she wasn't going to throw the Scott sisters another bone. So that's when we had to change the name from Escape to Escape 3. And I don't even know why we changed our name from Escape to Escape 3. Because she said it, I guess. But she don't own the name. So it's all confusing.
That's right back.
So now we're Escape 3. Because Candy gives us her butt to kiss. And then Robbie brings more shows. We make more money. And I still ain't heard about no $30,000.
Hell no.
For the record, I did not steal $30,000 from my sister. You know how she do. What were the other things that were saying? You said.
Oh, shut up! Shut up! Shut up!
And that's absolutely so that was the wrong. That was what I said. That wasn't correct.
So now, I guess I'll just wait on my apology.
I made a mistake.
Did you guys hear what she said? Even though I took it away.
Mm-hmm.
So she was the one that started the rumor about Candy and Jermaine Dupri's daddy, and they're all chummy now.
Mm-hmm.
And I hurt my sister. And I had to right the wrong.
And she did it on stage. I want that too. I know it hurts. I thank God for you forgiving me.
Tardina.
So I walk in the group scene. Hear my sister go.
Your energy is like, it's just, I don't know. What?
Tardina.
You're not you. It's like you come in and you have a chip on your shoulder. It's like I don't even know who you are anymore.
And she got the nerve to ask me.
Why are you still mad at me?
Please. Girl, you just called your sister a thief. What you want me to do? What's crazy is the things that y'all didn't see was me addressing the issues that I had with the group. He conveniently just got cut out. So I addressed Candy first. I told her I did my part. I was trying to be your friend. I showed up to the Broadway plays. I was there for your single plays. I was there even when you did the Essence cover. I guess that triggered her. But she started that crying thing. That's what happens when she starts to cry.
Cut the cameras off.
They want to stop film. Give her 10, 15 minutes. I waited. Oh, but when my mama says cut the cameras, she was trying to hide something, huh? Then I went on to tell Tanya and Candy, because my sister didn't want to do it, how upset we were that they came and made us pay them for 2 shows that they did not do. Because Candy gave us an ultimatum that says if we don't pay her, she wasn't going to do any more shows.
So this year we try to play me like, oh, all I cared about was the money.
Because it's about precedence and followers, right? So I did address all my issues. In some kind of way, they got cut out the scene. Moving right along.
And said that I was so jealous of her. So, Homie Coming At You was our first album. Homie Coming At You was.
Oh, I think this is her speak on it. I don't know how she feels about people playing her stuff, so we'll just listen.
You want song 3? I'm singing lead on, but I'm just saying, I'm singing lead on that. Understanding, we all singing lead on. With you,
Now let's be clear. I never said that she didn't sing lead. I said she had an issue with me singing lead. Did she forget that I was in the studio at Jermaine's house and I come out and I hear all this crying? I come out in the room and I said, what's going on? And she's standing outside with Jermaine. He's looking vexed and she's looking crazy with tears in her eyes like, oh, hey, Tasha. I'm like, what's going on here? As I look at him, I'm like, something's wrong. And I need to find out what it is. And when I found out, yeah, she was upset about me singing. Listen, I ain't never had no problem with her singing lead. Go ahead, girl.
The blow to my chest would come directly from you.
What in the H is that?
Corri, stop. Corri, stop.
What in the H is that?
Candy.
Oh, I took that front over fish cut.
That is Candy.
Corri, stop.
yeah, no.
Dang.
Corri.
Yeah, Candy, come for me.
Let's talk about old Rock on the Block.
It come from me too.
Rocky in the skates business when none of the
Take
other
me get her together.
Oh.
since 1995 when he was asked by Candy to manage the group. When originally he was managing me. Rocky was responsible for bringing in lawyers to reconstruct our deal in 1995. He was the one who brought the Greatest Escape tour, the only tour where we made millions. Then when we were Escape 3, Rocky
Yes, it's her channel, Bianca.
hard to bring more shows to us because wasn't nobody checking for Escape 3. Rocky also brought Tricky Stewart to the table to executive produce our EP. He even sent Candy all of the music in hopes that she would have a change of heart. Then Rocky reached back out to see if she wanted to come back, even though we didn't want her to.
truth be told, we were making more money without her. Name one time when Escape cut Rocky the check after all the shows that he brought. I guess they expected me to pay him, which wasn't fair. But I do respect Tiny, because she did pay him something. Kudos to you, boo.
She never directly answered a question because she needs to go talk to her brain, which is Rocky.
The one time that Rocky comes to my testimonials.
What are you whispering over there to her, Rocky?
Of course, I know the song. I wrote it. Keep in mind, Rocky and I have been together for 28 years. I mean, we've had highs and lows. He's not perfect. I'm not perfect. We're still work in progress. So. But when I said my vows, I meant that. So y'all pray for me. Like I said, this thing ain't been easy. Since day one, it's been attack on Tasha. I love y'all. I just want y'all to love me back. That's all.
You guys.
Ciao.
Wow.
Oh, you guys, I didn't even have that up for you guys, huh? Sorry, but you heard her, right?
Yes.
Oh my gosh, right? So let's take this, stop sharing that, and then I can make this big. Bam. Yeah, I just found that out. That's why I hurried up and played it. She just posted that like within the last now 3 hours.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. While I was making the thumbnail for this, I was listening to that, Corri.
Ciao.
Yeah. So that.
Curve.
What do you guys think of that?
Who?
She done told it.
Yeah.
Told it all. She spilled all the tea.
Pretty
Listen,
much.
I think Candy is, like I said, the master. Besides Ralph, Candy is a master gaslighter. Okay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like
She's a master gaslighter with minions.
Yes, minions. People do. She's like, people just do what she wants.
She's Principessa Machiavelli.
She has great business in. She has the Midas touch. She really does.
Except for restaurants.
She's a fabulous businesswoman. She has a heck of people convinced she can sing. And it's amazing. You know what I mean? And then she can literally sit next to somebody and they'll say something that only she could have possibly, I don't know. I feel like people say things that she wants them to say because she can't say them first. And then she responds to what they said.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Anyway. Hey, son, what's good?
See, this is why I don't like Billy Goat Gruff. Exactly why I don't like her. She thinks everybody got to kiss her little bushy Billy Goat behind.
I don't know why
that ain't happening.
Serene. I mean, but I hear she's a fabulous girls girl. I hear she like really puts people on, and and there's the good and the bad. I mean, you're going to hear good and bad stuff about everybody. Mm-hmm. However, I do feel like Latasha's onto something. Mm-hmm. They're kind of on a smear campaign about Latasha. Yep. And you know what I mean? And her mom to me is collateral damage at this point. Mm-hmm. Because why would you wait to get your mom on TV and bring it up for the first time? Because they seemed genuinely kind of shocked. They were like, what are you talking about? And you know what I mean? Yeah. And then we saw how Tamika, there was the flashback of Tamika being the one who started the rumor that Candy and Jermaine Dupri's daddy were boning. She had to apologize for it. And yeah. So now listening to this, what we just heard, now let's get into our thing. Because I don't know if any of my stuff will change now that I have this for information.
She said that on the show. When they asked her, what about you saying something about Jermaine and her? She's like, that's in the past. That does not need to be mentioned. Me and Candy's on a good place now.
Yeah.
Yeah, until Candy doesn't need her anymore.
Oh,
And then she's
Yeah,
gonna be
because have they been hanging
just
out
like
or something?
it's just like you know, just like she's doing a smear campaign on Latasha. Tamar's next.
Yep. Oh, everybody's already going in on Tamar, and they're pulling up how Tamar worked at the dungeon show or something like that, and like, how dare she have an opinion? Squeeze me. The person who is trying to check her for having an opinion has a YouTube channel for her opinion. Huh? So it's just like you're saying, like, kiss her. What did you say?
Her fluffy billy goat behind. Her enhanced fluffy billy goat behind.
Hams, the yams. So yeah, it started with Tadina and Candy pumping each other's hair up. And then Taj and Tasha meet up at the museum. I thought that was a nice metaphor for hopefully leaving things in the past, but using them for, you know, your greatness now, you know, and seeing themselves in that museum. That was deep.
Yep.
They're like living legends. Did you guys like that scene?
Bastion?
You there?
yeah, I'm here. That scene was powerful.
Yeah, I thought so too.
That scene was powerful.
Really, really
it was
nice. Have you ever been to that museum?
No.
Me neither. What about you, Corey? Or
no?
OMG. Oh, first let's answer this. Wasn't it that, and this is my other thing. So I would kind of feel a way too if I had said I was going solo and then didn't go solo and then you went solo. But I was going to get kicked out if I went solo, but then you went solo and I didn't get to go solo, but we're under the same kind of area. And there's that question of who are you smashing? You know what I mean? So, I mean, it's a thought. It's a valid thought. It's not out of nowhere. And so Bianca says, my thing is, who tried to go solo first? Her or Candy? And it was Latasha tried to go solo first. But maybe that was after they tried to kick her sister out for being pregnant. I don't really know. But that's what they said on the show, from what I understand. Emmanuel Vasquez is in the house. You guys, he has a channel here in these freaking YouTube streams. Be sure you go through and smash his buttons. Emmanuel, why don't you go ahead and put how they can find you in the chat? And then you guys, you know, go there and smash his buttons because he has a growing channel. Let's get into 1,000, you guys. Okay, hey Curves, that's a great point. It looks like from the press, the 3 members have been doing, they are trying to destroy Latasha's reputation. I completely agree. Yes, indeed.
Exactly, Manny.
Yeah.
And it's why?
Because she
Why
can
all the
sing
hate?
and Candy can't.
Why all the hate, you guys? Why not just leave Tasha alone? Anyway, like how Taj left her alone, but not really. Taj was like freaking practically Tamara Barney the way she ran back with that bone when she later on in the episode. Troy and Coco. So he's not into drama. Oh, Troy and Coco. She was diagnosed as bipolar in 2017.
Wow.
That makes sense.
And her friend is like her brother, and they met up with another friend of hers after the scene in the museum. And I thought that was a cute little scene. Coco seems like a lot of fun. There it is, you guys. Manny's TV Talk. Thank you, Curves. No worries. No worries. You guys smash his buttons at Manny's TV Talk. All right. But it's been so many years. And you can pop now, but couldn't pop then. And the controversy is the exact same. If Candy could have stopped it then, You don't think Candy could definitely stop it now?
Exactly.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Right? Mademoiselle says, I like how certain content creators are not haters of each other or trying to stop someone else's bag. It's nice to know. Oh yeah, you know my motto, y'all. There's enough to go around.
Sure is.
There's enough to go around. I mean, I don't need to. Okay, so when I get something that I've been wanting or praying for or whatever, you know, when it's manifested tangibly, and I'm like, ooh, in that moment of thank you, you know, I'm like, more please. You know what I mean? Because it's like I feel so good in that moment. I'm like, I want more of this feeling. Like, you know what I mean? So anyway, so yeah, it's nice to know because there's enough to go around is my mentality. There's enough to go around.
Yes,
Let's
ma'am.
get this. You know, like Dr. Heavenly told me, I was really impressed with Dr. Heavenly. I told you guys how I did our 5-day challenge and everything. So she said, you guys been trying to get to the bag. She said, forget the bag. Let's get to the vault. Okay. So that's what I'm saying. We can all get to the vault. The universe is a vault. All right. Let's get there. There's enough to go around. Find your stream, get your frequency, do your thing. Yeah. Anyway. And she's blowing up. I don't choose sides, but I try to be fair and see stuff equally. Love equally, y'all. I love you, LRGA Curves. I love you too. Yeah. Yeah. I don't choose sides, but I try to, I do try to be fair. I was telling Corri earlier, was I telling you, Corri, about how I just try to do a different perspective?
Yeah, that was.
Yeah, I learned that from my daddy. He used to love being the antagonist. I love him. And by she, I mean Latasha. Yes, she is blowing up. Yeah, I want to see stuff equally too, because they have been doing so much press. And once it becomes like chatter, it's just like, you know, how the people do, the GOP, the Republicans, fake alternative facts. The more you repeat something until other people start repeating it, then it becomes true, because then the repetition of it is the truth. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It wasn't true to begin with. So I feel like the press that they're doing that's negative towards Latasha is kind of like generating like this like energy over there towards her. And I'm just like, leave poor Latasha alone anyway. Anyway, they fly to Pittsburgh after Lily and Tony packed her bag and go to the airport. They go to Pittsburgh for a show. And they said that they can't be up all night anymore, which, hey, I am right there with you, girls.
Amen.
About going out, and then it gets late enough for when you have to start getting ready to, like, you know, go. And I'll be like, yeah, the bed would be comfortable.
Dude, I'm right. I'm in bed right now.
See there. Tamika and Gloria meet up, and Tamika and Gloria is her mother. She said, I am the 5th member. That's why I put her in the middle of the microphone on the thumbnail.
Oh, okay.
She said, I am the 5th member. And people, when I was watching people's reaction to it, that's why I finally had to like just go and dissect. And that's why I'm actually glad for Tasha's YouTube channel too, because I'm like, that's exactly what I thought was going on. Like, I thought that Tamika was kind of not telling the truth, and that there had to be more to the story and all of that stuff. But for Gloria, she was more talking about the disrespect for Tamika to have said in last episode, you're not the 5th member, mama. That's what she said. And then when her mom turned around and she was going to address her about saying that to her, that's when Tamika jumped up and said, you know, they stole my money, mama. So when you go back and watch that exchange right there, did you hear her say that?
Yeah, I heard that.
Yeah, right. And so then in this episode, we get her, I am the fifth member. Because Tamika was still kind of like disrespecting her, like just acting like, oh, I disrespected you like that because you don't let me talk. But the two things aren't in the same arena right now, Tamika. You disrespected me. I'm your mom. I don't deserve that, period. And what you said is BS because I am the fifth member. All the stuff I did for you and your sister. Everything I did, your dad left, and everything I did for you and your sister. I am the fifth member. And I agree with her mama. She is the fifth member. And then
watch the baby and everything.
Right? Getting her to the plays, making sure she could, giving her permission to go. She is the fifth member. And then Tamika gets in the confessional and she's all, yeah, she's mentioned my father leaving, and I think it's just because I remind her of him and, you know, trying to take the conversation over there. But that's not why Miss Gloria mentioned it. Miss Gloria mentioned it to reinforce the fact that I am the fifth member because your daddy wasn't even here. I had to work. I had to cook. I had to get you to practice. I had to, you know what I'm saying? Like I had to do extra because your daddy wasn't here to pick up the slack. So I am the fifth member. I'm whatever it is that was lacking that helped you succeed in this life to this level right now. And you owe me some freaking respect on this TV.
Amen.
That's what I felt like Miss Gloria was saying. You know, I am the fifth member, she said. And then she started talking about, Tamika was like favoritism. And Gloria was like, forget the favor. We're not talking about that. We're talking about you disrespecting me on the TV. And then she's like, you don't let me talk, mama. And then her whole body language towards her mom, she was like, whatever, mom, whatever you're going to say, whatever. She wasn't even looking at the lady. And then when they did that hug, did you notice that when they did that hug, that the mom was hugging her, but she wasn't hugging the mom? And she was kind of like, whatever about it, you know?
Yeah, like a limp fish.
Yes. What did you guys think of that whole Gloria Tamika scene?
I thought it was unnecessary. You don't come into your mama home and bring cameras and embarrass her like that and air out your dirty laundry. If that's something that you need to talk, exactly.
I thought it was necessary.
Oh no, it wasn't necessary. Because if you needed to talk to your mother about that, you could have did that off camera. That's not pertinent to the tour. That's not pertinent to the music.
That's what I'm saying.
Pertinent to anything.
That part.
But the relationship with you and your sister.
Right.
And if you think that reality TV is going to make the relationship between you and your sister better, then you're stupid and you're insane. Because it's not going to do anything but drive a wedge further and further between you two. Because that's what reality TV does.
Right. And to like even sacrifice, I would have much rather, Sebastian, let me hear from you first, and then I'll tell you what I would have much rather.
Sometimes certain things have to be shown for the public. The mother signed a contract. She signed a contract. They all signed contracts. So too bad. It has to be done in the public. If you got to drag your mom in the public, it's necessary sometimes. If your mom got to drag you in the public, it's necessary sometimes. This is all the mama and Tamika and Latasha's fault. They should have made sure their internal issues were never going to be outed. But no, that's not what they did.
And Mona Scott loved to drive a wedge between the family. Ask Tamar.
Right.
I think she worse
Well,
than
I agree,
Carlos King.
but I feel like I agree with Corri too, that it's all out of context. What is good? Hello, it's Chris. Thanks for being in the house tonight. Right on. No, I don't think that's true. I think, and that's my whole point with the question of the evening. Let me show you.
Why now?
Question of the recap. Why now? 10 years ago, and even your 10 years is off according to the video. Even your 10 years is off according to the video of when that would have been. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So, you want receipts? I have receipts. I would have much rather escape meet and talk about uttering that they should headline over SWV instead of seeing the dysfunction and meltdown of those women.
Mm-hmm.
I would have much rather see them practice or not practice or sing together. I would have much rather it be about the, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Are they over at Candy's house waiting for an argument to happen, or are they just going to do this to the Scott sisters? You know what I'm saying? Is this the sacrifice? Is the Scott sisters? I'm going to need to see equal mess at this point. So for me to stop thinking the things I'm thinking. Because at this point, I'm feeling like the producers are allowing this storyline to be created at the expense of this family. And I'm like, why? Because we did witness Candy, the GOAT, say that there would be no escape without her. And she did stop them from using the name Escape on a tour and refused to go with them, and they held it down. So for Candy to now say that, oh yeah, we've been touring, so da-da-da-da-da, and been consistently headlining, was that with or without you? And why were you able to headline still? Because somebody was keeping hope alive in the form of the Scott sisters. You know what I'm saying? But now Tiny and Candy have Tamika under their wing and are constantly conspiring against Latasha. I don't understand. Like, it feels very almost semi-produced, but kind of like, yeah, I don't know. I'm like, why them? I'm sure there's some mess going on over at T.I. and Tiny's house. I saw their son was acting up on the thing, cussing people out. Why aren't they showing us that? That was viral. Why didn't I see that? I think that was happening during the last year when this thing was made. Why are we seeing that? You know what I'm saying? Why are we only focused on this over here? And we know that Tamika's a liar, you guys. We just saw she she's the one that had to apologize to Candy multiple times now. She said for getting it wrong that she had boned Jermaine Dupri's daddy. She said she got it wrong, you guys. So why now is she saying these things? You know what I'm saying?
Wait, she boned. Oh my God.
So that person that was hurt should downplay their feelings instead of speaking on it. These are real conversations that need to be had. You know what you did before you started filming. So don't play me to the left when I call you out. I'm the bad guy. Yeah, pretty much. Because time, meet place. Why would you wait till you get on TV to blow your family out of the water like that? Why would you? And it was a mechanism of defense because she knew she had just disrespected her mom, talking about you not the fifth member. She said that for the camera too. She was getting a little high for you guys. Anyway, Anyway, but yeah, I don't know. How were they playing her to the left? They weren't even there. Well, no, if she's saying that that's her issue, I guess that's what you're saying. So they were like, oh, let's talk about our issues first. And then she sits down, and the first thing that she wants to talk about is that when they say, why are you guys not getting along? But they were just about to do a gospel album together. So it feels all made up and everything, you guys. Emmanuel says, I admire Candy's business management, but I don't like when someone tries to stop other people's bag like she's doing. Exactly, Emmanuel.
Candy does it all the time.
The Voice, welcome up, welcome up.
Hello.
Good. What's good?
Mims.
Oh no, is that Mims?
Yes.
Yeah.
All the candy.
You know that's what's messy behind.
No, it's Latasha. It's Latasha.
Okay, messy.
You know what? What do you think, Mims?
About what, Candy?
About the whole, we're talking about Queens of R&B, or about the whole Candy and Latasha, Tamika money.
I just want to say that I got like a lot of heat initially when I suggested that it was the mom, or that the money went to the mom's house. I know when I was doing my review, people were like arguing me down. That's not what Candy said. And I'm like, no, I remember specifically what Candy said because I questioned her vagueness. When Candy said it, her exact words were, her check went to her mama's house and Tamika's check went to their house. And I was like, that is like purposefully obtuse. Like, why wouldn't you just say where the check went? So when I did my review, I was saying that. And when I did my panel review, people were still like, no, that's not what she said. She said the checks. And I was like, no, she chose not to say that. So when Tamika said it on that interview, I was like screaming.
I'll be right back, guys.
What'd you say, Lucas?
He said he'd be right back.
Oh.
So go ahead, Voice.
I feel like I'm not saying that the mom stole the money, but if you got these two grown mofos in your house, you know, a couple $30,000 checks is a good down payment to get out of my house.
So you're saying that Latasha and Rocky were mooching off of Gloria and stole Tamika's money 10 years ago? You're saying that was the state of things?
Well, no, Tamika said it. They were living with her mother. And they've been very upfront that the money wasn't like rolling in the way it was once they got that reality show and started touring again. My only thing is, if this man has been your manager all this time and the only time you're successful is when you're with this group and he's not pushing you to be with this group, then maybe you should rethink his management, because you're literally living with your mama. But I have to be very cautious to like tone some of this down for tomorrow. I have to tone it down.
Who's coming tomorrow?
My interview with the daddy.
Oh yeah. So tell us about that, Mims. Make it make sense, you guys. Here in these YouTube streets will be, there's just like it's spelled right here in Bianca's comment. Come on, make it make sense. Speak to the people. And he will be tomorrow, apparently, with their daddy. And that's going to be over on the Talk Radio and Juice show.
Yeah, I'm nervous because I want to.
The Juice Radio and Talk Show. The Juice Radio
and Talk Show. Over there on the Juice Radio and Talk Show, you guys. He's going to be speaking to the people, so be sure to stop by.
Sebastian, when am I going to be calling into your channel, sir?
He said earlier that it's coming. It's going to TBD.
It's
a TBD situation.
To be determined.
Okay.
I don't know. I'm nervous because, I can be, a little extra, but I want to make sure.
Really? No.
I can be a little extra, but I want to make sure that nothing that I'm saying could cause too much of a ripple, right? I have a lot of questions, but I want to be appropriate.
Okay. No problem with that. Is it
What time is that interview going to be?
Yeah.
11 a.m. Central.
Okay.
So that's going to be 9 a.m. Pacific and 12 a.m., 12 noon Eastern?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that how it works?
Yeah. They are an hour behind East Coast time.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is it
Right
me?
on.
Is it me, or would Candy allow the cameras to do Mama Joyce that way?
She definitely would.
You think so?
I mean, think about all the stuff they spilled about Mama Joyce. Riley said that she used to be a prostitute. No, that was a joke.
Oh, I was surprised. Hey.
No, they did that challenge, where you talk to your grandma. But no, we know that Mama Joyce had brain surgery and she wasn't right after. We know that Mama Joyce allegedly, used to date around.
Okay.
She had a physical fight on. She had a physical, or tried to get into a physical altercation at the age of 70. Went to an attorney, filmed the scene to get information on Phaedra's divorce. Like, yes, Candy has allowed her mom to do all this. That's why.
Didn't she take Candy's house, or didn't something happen with
Candy exposed her for taking her Social Security, giving credit cards, and maxing them out on the Home Shopping Network on a reunion.
Yes. Okay. So that would mean that if Gloria did it, it runs in the group.
And she had her man living up in that house that Candy had bought, that little McMansion. And the man was tearing up Candy's floors. Yes, so she exposes pretty much everything about the people around her life.
Yeah, except for her crap,
except
right?
for her, right?
She exposes everybody else, supposedly, allegedly, but the Billy Goat can't expose herself.
Well, I mean, she
her boy toy laying up there in that house.
She told everybody she didn't slept with all up and through Atlanta. I mean, what more? She doesn't drink. She doesn't smoke. So her vice is probably going to be, SCX.
Oh, and thinking she can sing.
What happened? Oh, sorry.
It's all right. And thinking she can sing.
Yeah, what's up with that? Why does she have everybody convinced that she can sing? And then got hecka mad. Then now Tamar is next on the smear campaign.
Oh, of course.
Because Tamar not only checked her, because she has a right to say something. I don't care if you have a channel or not. You got a total right to say something. We have thoughts in a freaking America. That's why, hey, America, thoughts, free, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like,
how long? That's the question.
Why is freaking Candy the one that gets to determine who gets to say what about who, when,
and how?
Yeah. Whatever.
The same way on
Housewives.
Yeah. I gotta bow down and kiss her her silicone enhanced booty.
Yeah.
I ain't for it. I got her number.
Right on. I believe Tamar too, Emmanuel. I totally believe Tamar.
I'm team Tamar.
What Candy's response was first to Tamar was, "You're a victim." Then she called her a liar. If you're a liar, you would have been a liar first.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? It was way out of order. It was, first you're a victim and now you're a freaking liar. No, you're one or the other, in my opinion.
I'm definitely a Tamartian through and through.
Tamartians, yes, I love her.
I believe
her. She's a whole vibe. She got all of America talking her lingo when she was on the Real, and people couldn't stop. Couldn't stop being extra the way Tamar can only be extra. Wonderful energy, love her. But then she also said in one of her rebuttals to Candy that she was a Billy Goat Gruff or something like that.
Well, in a sense, some of our younger viewers, right?
Yeah.
Doesn't understand this. There is a male singer back in the 80s, it was the late 80s, early 90s, called Keith Sweat. And he was the Billy Goat back then. Thought he could sing, honey. Thought he could sing, and all he was doing was and he happens to be the ex-husband of Lisa Wu.
That is hilarious.
And her first 2 babies' daddy.
Really? Mm-hmm. I love trivia. That is so interesting.
Yes.
Did you guys have any other thoughts about the Gloria Mama meeting? We can move on to Lily and her son.
Yeah.
And Sister Hot Pussy.
Oh.
And the erotica books that she's going to write.
Okay, now.
Because she's setting herself up to be a better Lily for after SWV this time, so she don't end up homeless again.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
Because in that Bethany interview, she said that she had been homeless and she would drive around all night and then go sleep at like Yankee Stadium parking lot.
Oh, wow.
And she was on the brink of depression, like in the worst way. She was idle. You know what I mean? That's idle. And
I hope she saved some money.
Yeah, she said, and she did a live also responding to a lot of stuff that's being put out there as far as like negative stuff towards SWV. Yeah, because people think I'm like 30 million records. That's what I'm talking. That's worldwide. 7 million records is to Tennessee, you guys. 30 million records, that's worldwide.
That's right.
So I think in this case, SWV is worldwide.
Heck yeah.
Escape is local mocal.
Yes, Lord.
No, I mean, they're known and everything, but their record sales don't speak for it. And you know, we could just skip there, because when they said they needed to get paid more at the meeting, I was like, I can't even stand it. No, okay, let's hurry and go over there, because I really did like when Tasha was in the studio. She's alive, but Rocky, he came in hot, you guys. He came in hot. Rocky, he was full of energy, wasn't he?
Wow. You mess with a man's woman, and that's what happens.
Hype man like that. They need a hype man like Rocky. He came in, he was like grooving to gospel. I love it. I love it. Leave it to us. Grooving to gospel. He came in lit, dancing. It was awesome. And then we had Jaylene and Coco. And Jaylene and Coco are like best friends. And Jaylene is singing in front of the halo, doing a video singing, and Coco interrupts. And then they have to sit and talk. And as it turns out, Jaylene doesn't want to be a dentist anymore. Coco is upset about it. And Jaylene says, I'm not sure how old Jaylene is, but he says that he doesn't want to have to sacrifice his happiness. What did you guys think about that?
Well, I mean, you know, the boy got to do what he got to do, you know?
Yeah.
If school's not for him and he wants to go ahead and live his dreams, let him live his dreams. He's young enough to do it and then go back to school, okay?
Right.
If it doesn't work out.
Kind of like a gap year.
Yeah. Let him mess
people
around
do it all
with
the time.
Let him yin yin yang and sing and record some stuff and see what happens.
What do you think, Sebastian?
I say let him take that gap here and we see what could happen.
Definitely. And I'm glad him and his Granny T could come to that understanding. However, I did love Granny T.
I love her too.
When she said, baby, you're not old enough to know what your thing is.
Oh.
when he said, "It's just not my thing."
You know, her mom was like that on the Salt and Pepper show too. Her mom is the greatest.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I only saw some of those episodes. I didn't see the whole thing.
Yeah.
So yeah, I like that they came to an understanding, and that's really cute. Now the Post-its all over the place. So Coco was very pissed because Granny T caved, but you know it's going to end up being okay, right? So I like that. Now, okay. The next thing was I have the GOAT starts with top billing. Okay. Oh, the GOAT. So Candy sits down when they finally meet up for the tour. Everybody shows up. They were talking about, I don't know if she's going to show up or not, because Taj ran back and told that to Candy about how she was going to now go on another solo album. And Candy's like, this is the same thing all over again. It's the same thing all over again. She goes all over again. No wonder she acting funny. Okay.
She acting funny?
She's acting funny. Not only did she want to talk about top billing, freaking the GOAT went to font size and pay.
Oh, damn.
She was talking to somebody with 30 million records sold about font size and pay in 2023, because she said her followers, she has 1 million followers. And Tiny said, I have 1 million followers. So we should get top billing just because we're known, because people see us on TV shows and they'll be like, oh, come on, they sing too. Well, you know what's interesting is that you're right. People do know that you're on TV shows. But are you racking in 1 million views consistently on any of your shows? Are you?
Nope.
No. And that's with a cast that has millions of followers each.
Yep.
So that means that your millions don't translate, lady. And you need to let the legends be the legends and have their top billing and leave their font size alone.
Yep.
In my opinionated opinion in this case. What do you guys think?
I agree.
So do I.
I third that. I agree.
Oh, that was easy. That was so easy.
I think Tiny needs to concentrate.
Then the episode was over. The episode was over after that. Didn't they just get up and walk out after that?
I think so. I think Tiny needs to concentrate on building up her legs and match her silicone booty.
Okay, I gotta go.
Yeah, the episode ended after that. The episode really did.
I gotta take my meds. So, see ya.
Thanks for coming up. Chronicles of Anubis.
No problem.
It was just so sudden the way the episode ended.
Yeah, it was much more, but Candy didn't want it shown, probably.
Right. Is she an AP on this show?
I don't know. She could be.
Well, you know Bravo's not going to do anything to really cast her in a bad light.
Of course not.
You know?
Yeah, she's their token. She's their token. So
all the way.
They're not racist. That's their token. Candy versus Bravo's token, so they could run with they're not racist and everything. You know. And she loves being part of it too.
And she loves who?
She loves being part of it too. She loves being part of it.
Yes. She is one of the smart ones, though, utilizing it to her monetary benefit.
Yeah.
You know?
She's smart when it comes to that, but I don't know. She can't keep the health department out of that restaurant, can she?
Even after the panty?
She ain't that smart, is she?
Did they have to close any of the restaurants?
I don't think they had to close them. I know they can't keep an A rating, that's for sure.
Wow.
Allegedly.
Wow. Well, I was glad to hear from Latasha, and you know, Tamika has a channel also here on YouTube.
Yeah, I've seen it.
And I was like, did she get that chair from Candy? That white poof on chair she has behind her?
Probably.
That looks like, I said, I think I saw Don Juan sitting in that chair before.
Yep.
She was like, go get you a channel, girl. That's right. Everybody needs to get their multiple streams of income, you guys. I am not a financial advisor, nor do I play one on TV. However, I'm a Capricorn and I like money. So I would suggest that you guys get multiple streams of income. Don't just rely on your 9 to 5. If you can get some kind of online something, a YouTube channel, a blog, a podcast, anything to create an extra something in your life would be about it. You know what I'm saying? Get yours. There's more than enough to go around. You probably have some awesome talent. Maybe you're a writer, a poet, an artist. Did you know that you can upcycle your clothes on freaking this website, and whatever price you put in for like your used items, they're used. Whatever price you put in, then the site calculates shipping to the address entered by the seller, deducts it from your price that they paid, and as soon as they get the package, the money goes to whatever you set it up for. And you
talking about Macari?
Huh?
You talking about Macari?
No, it's a website called Ditto or
Ditto.
Something. I don't know. My son's been like, I'm like, go ahead, entrepreneur son. I'm rubbing off on you. He's like, Mom, we got to go to the post office.
Aww.
All the clothes that we were going to take to the Goodwill, you guys. We were going to take them to the Goodwill. And he's like, no. And he's been going through them. And sure enough, I'm like,
it made itself a cute point, huh?
Yeah. Are you finishing up Miami and starting Ultimate Ghost Trip? Yes, that's all happening. And I owe you guys last week's Miami and this week's Miami. I had so much studying I was doing last week, you guys. And so, yeah, I owe you guys a double whammy. And I will be doing that, I believe, tomorrow for the Miami. And the Ultimate Girls Trip could be Saturday. And then Sunday, we were doing review and discussion on the bank collapsing that's been happening. And that's going to be on Sunday, and I have to get that posted. So we have some great content coming to you from LRGA Curves here in these YouTube streets. But yes, I am finishing up Miami tonight and starting Ultimate Girls Trip later. And I do have to go see John Wick. I'll let you guys know if it put me to sleep or not, okay?
I can't wait to see it.
Oh, you guys, it always puts me to sleep.
Really?
I have to watch it multiple times. Not because it's a bad movie or boring or anything, but because there's so much gunfire that it lulls me to sleep.
Wow.
I mean, think about it. It's like literally like 2 hours of it's like rain almost. It's like a 2-hour rainstorm.
Is it just me, or has Keanu gotten sexy in his old age?
Oh, he ain't never stopped being sexy, Keanu. It's not just you, girl.
Okay.
Yes, we're too much over here. You guys, you see how it's spelled above Mademoiselle H's name right here? Lola Lane. That's the channel where you're going to find my good friend Corri B over there in these YouTube streets. I need you guys to smash our buttons. Smash our buttons. We're working on our way to 1,000 over there. We're going to get everybody monetized. There's more than enough to go around. Yes, and she has great taste, obviously, because you agree. Keanu has always been sexy.
Yes, he has.
You know her content is good, and you will like that also, because you both have similar taste in what sexy is. So, hey, so go over and smash her buttons and ring her bells. And you guys have any closing thoughts on the recap after we saw that, plus all the press that we saw?
I have one closing thought.
Huh?
Okay.
I have one closing thought.
Yes.
F you, Candy.
Ooh.
boy, that is very strong, Sebastian.
Oh wow.
Very strong indeed. And
Yes,
it's interesting. I didn't even know you guys. I thought I was going to be like a solo candier tonight.
Oh yeah, no, I can't stand Candy.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think
Like, I love her business acumen. I'm not knocking that.
Yeah.
No, I'm not jealous. I love her two houses. I love that she has a family. I love that she could get a surrogate. I love that she produced a play. I love all of that. And I still do not like a lot of the things that I see how she moves in some of the other ways. And that kind of, to me, I'm like, I don't know. It just gives me pause.
Yeah.
Over there. You know?
You know, I never like manipulators.
Right.
You know, you can be a great businesswoman, you can have great hustle, but you know, manipulation is like a form of mental abuse, right? You don't do that to your fellow black ladies. You don't do that. You don't do that to people, period. Because that's the name of Candy's game. If she can play the puppet master in any and everything,
right?
Forget Lisa Vanderpump. Candy is Bobby.
No way, okay? You guys. Woo, 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 woo. We have a new freaking member. Speak with your girl, Marcella. Just became a member. Thank you for coming through. Marcella also has a channel in these YouTube streets. Speak with your girl, Marcella, just like it's spelled there. Oh my gosh, members are happening. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Thank you so much for becoming a member. Woo, 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 woo. My son took my soundboard, you guys are telling me. Right on. Okay, Corri, sorry.
No, that's okay. That's a good thing. We want to hear about the members. Yes.
Yes.
But yeah, manipulation is never a good way to build an empire. Never.
Because it could, when it tumbles, everybody's going to come out.
Exactly.
And it's like everybody that goes against her first thing is she's like, remember that guy that said he didn't pay her and he went to Phaedra? And she was like, you're lying. But he really hadn't been paid. Like,
yeah.
Okay. Anyway, Marcella, I'm so glad you came. And we were wrapping it up. We've been on here for an hour and a half, and I was trying not to do 5-hour videos anymore because things get a little freaky after an hour and a half sometimes. Yeah. So,
yeah.
Tauruses are crazy about money.
Very intense. Those 5-hour videos
she screwed me out of our family inheritance. No way. Yes, I do have a good Taurus, Sally, and she loves the money as much as I do. I'm not a screwy kind of money lover. I'm like a more ingenuitive. Like, I'm like, let me see, how can I make this money? You know what I'm saying? I'm not like, and how can other people make some money too? You know, I'm not like trying to screw people out of anything.
Share the wealth.
I'm a Virgo,
you know what I'm
so
saying?
I'm a Virgo.
No way.
Very bad.
We got another. Woo, 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 woo. Cloud Crew became a YouTube member. What'd you say? I heard that. God is great.
All the time.
Woo, won't he do it? Oh my gosh. What was that other one? All right. Thanks for coming through, you guys. I really appreciate it. Aunt Nisi, no way. Oh my gosh. You guys know what? Aunt Nisi B's over here. Is over here often with Speak With Your Girl Marcella. They do fabulous stuff. Okay, so they cook, they talk about finance. You think I talk about finance? You guys should you should go see what Marcella be throwing out as far as finance stuff, which is not advice, it's experience. All right. So yes, Speak With Your Girl Marcella about that. Right on. And Aunt Niecy, Niecy, she is like, what is it? There's Wonder Woman, and then who's the other one? And then Storm. Because whenever Speak With Your Girl Marcella is not around, Aunt Niecy is taking care of everything. Everything. Her Speak With Your Girl Marcella. I'm not lying, right? I'm not lying. So shout out to my new members. I really appreciate you guys. And Baylicious popped in. That's what I'm talking about.
Okay.
That's what I love to see. You guys, I love all of my curvies. And thanks for being part of my curvy crew. And thanks for coming through so that we can talk about SWV and Escape and the 5th member on this episode of Queens of R&B on Bravo. I'm looking forward to seeing the next episode. And I'm looking forward to seeing like what else comes out this week, because you know Candy hates when people talk back. And now that Latasha has put out her 11-minute video on her YouTube channel, which you guys should go subscribe to because it's about to go down. You guys, you know how she does not like when people respond. You know how she does not.
Or have a thought of their own.
Right. You can't comment on anything. You can't have a thought of your own.
Can I say one more thing?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay. I said my last message about F you Candy, but I forgot someone else. F you too, Todd, because you have your wife out here doing these acting like this is a whole mob, telling people what to do, how to do it, and what they have to follow all your rules. F you, Candy and Todd.
And you know what's about to go down, right, Todd? What's good, Todd? Dina.
Curtis is gonna receive a nice email tomorrow morning.
Oh no, from who?
Send it to me. Send it to me.
From Candy. You don't know Candy
because
got
I'm talking about her?
Yeah, you don't know people get emails because they talk about Candy.
Come for me, Candy. Come for me.
That's what I just said. I was like, it's like, why does everybody listen to her? Is that why? Because she's like, can you please not talk about me? Can you please not have a thought about me even though I'm on TV?
Can you please be nice to me even though I'm not?
Can you please unsee what you've seen?
Can you allow me to gaslight you? Not.
Can you allow me to share my opinion?
Can you please be Go ahead, Sebastian, what?
Can you allow me to share my opinions about you and say how much I don't like you to the world?
Drop one of Clues bombs for you. That's right.
Sorry, chewing my slush. That is very interesting. There is a live on Access. Exactly. They just had another freaking press thing. And again, it's talking all about Latasha. With Candy, I love Candy and Todd. What did they do to you? They haven't done anything to me.
They haven't done anything to me.
They haven't done anything to any of us up here.
They haven't
We just
found
have
me to do
strong
anything to me.
opinions.
I have not done any business with them for them to do anything to me.
Exactly.
But a lot of YouTubers have said how
Have
great.
to come to them, asking them to be nice. Don't have an opinion.
I remember.
I will not be. See, we just had that whole thing happen. I will not be censored. I will not be policed in that regard by somebody. I will not retain my thought to an opinion that is outside of what I currently perceive and believe. I will be fair, and I'm being fair by saying that she's a good business lady. I just said she can't sing. I'm just saying. To me, I'm dreaming of is not singing.
Yeah.
Like to me, Tamar sings. Oh my gosh, she gives me goosebumps when she sings. She can sing.
Tamar was knighted by Whitney Houston herself. Okay.
Oh look, I think this is this the emoji I made called that? Is this the one
Probably.
that I did? Is that the one? I can't. It doesn't come up on the thing. I don't know which one it is. I wonder which one it is. How cool! I can make my own emojis, you guys. Do you guys remember when the employee of Candy went to Phaedra? Yeah, because that's what I'm saying. Because he was paying her $2 an hour. Not saying it's true. I just remembered that. That's what we were just saying. And then he went to Phaedra, and the first thing Candy was saying was that he lied. But I don't know. He didn't lose. Did he lose or did he win? Did he lose or did he win? I don't know. It is not lower enough.
Oh, talking about the voice.
No, you missed the clip. She had just did a really shrill something. Did you guys see what Latasha said on her channel? Speak with your girl Marcella and Cloud Crew. Be sure to check it out. I thought it was thrown out. Oh, it was thrown out? Awesome. It doesn't mean it wasn't true, but
exactly.
I don't know. I wouldn't have. For me, I don't know. I'm just gullible, I guess. I'm just like, oh, well, who would go all the way to the court on the TV and say that the person didn't do this? Like, I would have been embarrassed to like admit that somebody got away with only paying me $2 an hour, more or less go on TV about it, you know? But everybody can do whatever for fame. You're right. It could have been thrown out.
It could have been
thrown out. But Tamar, Goosebumps. Every man wants a woman. Every man wants a woman. Sounds like she's almost laughing.
You guys are also forgetting this.
Why do you believe Tasha stole her sister's money? That's what I want to know. Why do people? So has Tasha been a criminal in the past? Has Tasha had a pattern of scamming her sister and stealing money? Was Tasha on some kind of substance or had some kind of horrible thing going on that's something that she would do that would be the first thing that people should believe about her? Is there something that I don't know about that happened in that group or in that something where she just ended up such a horrible, deranged, lowball person that she would steal $30,000 from the sister who she quit the group because they kicked her out. She was willing to walk away too when they was kicking her sister out, telling her to have an A instead of have her baby. Okay, I just don't get it, you guys. I don't know. It's just like hard for me to make it all fit together in something that would make my mind believe that this woman would steal her sister's money and that the mom would let her, and with all the money that they ever had access to and made and throughout the years and lost throughout the years, that she never asked for it back before you get on. You know what I'm saying? It just doesn't, none of it's fitting for me.
I have to go, guys. Have a good night.
Good night.
Okay, Sebastian, I appreciate you being on here. Thank you, guys, and keep a lookout for Sebastian
Miami.
Shade.
See you tomorrow for Miami.
Oh, all right. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So they said forgery and bank fraud. The husband stole it. Her response, because if you come to me about cash and checks against my account, I'll be able to prove to you and anyone else that it was from my account. But all she can say is it's not true. So you're saying that Tamika showed that it was from her account to her account, and now Latasha needs to in some way prove it? I kind of think that entertaining it, if it's not true, don't entertain it. Just leave it alone, like whatever. That's kind of how I feel.
Yeah.
I feel like when a person doth protest too much, it looks suspicious. It just is equally suspicious as when a person doesn't look, you know what I mean, doesn't care at all.
Yeah.
So I feel like she needs to respond, but I don't feel like she needs to be like, and here's this. I can give you all my bank receipts from da 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 to da 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 da, and you don't see a $30,000 thing on there. So if Tamika has receipts, like I say all the time, I'll take everything back. And ooh, Latasha, you thief. But until then, I'm gonna need to be like, I don't know of a pattern. Is anybody responding with a pattern? Yeah, but there's still, and so he forged her signature on a copy of a passport.
Okay.
That means everybody else lying too, including Tiny's mother, who made sure they got the money in the first place. Oh. So Tiny's mother sent the check to the other mother's house that allegedly got stolen. And then Tiny's mother was able to produce a check that looked like this forgery check and said, we sent it to your mom's house, so that must have been who did it. Is that what we're going off of?
Wow. That wouldn't hold up in a court of law. I'm sorry. Yeah.
Yes.
No. That's not going to hold up in the court of law.
Well, I'm going to need to see him. Yeah. The husband is a thief. All right. Well, he's a thief.
Can it hold up in the court of law? I believe it.
He's a thief that they asked to be his manager. I mean, a lot of managers in music do happen to be what you just said. So, and she's saying yes. The bank sent Tamika the cash checks.
Okay.
Right on. So, did the bank also send her the proof that it was sent to Tamika's house? I'm sure that was sent by certified mail or something, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it was a $30,000 check, right? Somebody signed for the check, right? Like, you don't just send $30,000 with a freaking forever stamp. Who does that?
Nobody.
That we sign here, return receipt requested, certified delivery kind of thing. So they have that with the forged check, or do they just have a forged check? Because I'm gonna need more still, Your Honor. My daddy said I would make a great lawyer, you guys. I'm just trying to help whoever's trying to win in court. You will need more, because I'm gonna need to know why somebody would send a $30,000 check in the mail without signature required, and then have that for proof. That would be real easy proof. Oh, look, here's this return receipt. Mom signed for it, and here's a check. Da 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 da. But just having a check that anybody could have cashed anywhere at any time in the transaction between sending and receiving. If I did happen to be a criminal and see a $30,000 check and had nothing to do with the sisters and was I might try to do what they're alleging Rocky did. Anybody could have did it between the time it was sent and the time it was received.
Exactly.
Would be Latasha's pure defense. What check? Did I sign for something? Oh, Mom signed for something. It was her house. Oh, you're saying that they just sent a $30,000 check with the forever stamp, and Tiny's mom sent it over here, but then the check got cashed before she got her money. Okay. I'm just wondering, because if there's no pattern of Latasha being the type of individual that would steal from her sister with her mother's help. I mean, were there multiple instances where after concerts, her mom and her sister took all the money from the thing? I'm wondering, I just want to know why everybody is so willing to believe this right now. That's all. Do you see what I'm saying, Corri?
Yeah, don't gaslight me.
Yeah.
I want facts that can hold up in court. That's what I want.
No, they had a forged signature for Tamika and Rocky. If they had the account number it was deposited to, how do they know that that's Tamika and Rocky's account number?
Mm-hmm.
The company that issued the checks confirmed the address. Still, was it? Yeah, you confirm the address you sent it to.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're sending $30,000 checks, I'm positive there's protocol. I know when I get a big ass check, it's in a freaking. I have to sign for something.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I have to sign for something.
Yep.
Even if I go pick it up, I have to sign for something.
Exactly.
I need the link because it's a lot. Oh, right on. Oh, it looks like we're going to be on a little longer, Corey. You up for it?
Yeah, I'm up for it.
Right on. There's the link, Cloud Crew, Aunt Nisi. By the time Tamika found out a total of $30,000 had been paid, Tasha was living with her mother at the time. Tiny Mama signed them all up for revenue sharing site. It was not one check. Candy confirmed on Speak On It. It was multiple checks issued to her mother's address. Not her husband. It was not $1,000 check. It was multiple checks issued for Natasha. So you're saying that she was cashing her checks and her sister's checks now. So, because if she was getting a royalty check, then that means her sister was getting a royalty check at the same time. So you're saying that she was just like, ooh, let's take it all.
So she was double fisting.
Yeah, so she was like, ooh, let's take it all. Because the check, if you're living there, all the checks would have been coming there, right?
Mm-hmm.
And if all the checks are coming there, then you're saying that she got her check and so Tasha got $60,000 instead of just her $30,000.
See what happened
and,
was,
and then what do you guys think she spent it on?
Hair.
Because that would you're saying it's over time. So I would also need to know. So they were stealing these checks over time. Stealing this, okay. Wait. So they're stealing checks over time that for some reason nobody told Tamika was being sent there until after Tamika went and inquired, or one day Tiny's mom magically decided to be like, oh yeah, I signed you up for that X time ago.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
so
that's what
the duration of the time that the checks were sent there, from the unbeknownst time to Tamika to the time that Tiny's mom mentioned it, a total of $30,000 had been taken and not another check appeared? Or did they finally get the address right?
Well, what happened was, whenever they found out about this new site for artists, because they weren't sure how to, I don't know if y'all guys remember Napster and all those.
Oh yeah.
We used to get the free music.
Uh-huh.
Well, a company came up with a way so the artists will be paid whenever their music is played on the internet. So Tiny's mom found out about it. So Tiny's mom signed everybody up for it because she was looking out for everybody. And, Tasha got her check. Candy got hers. Tiny got hers. So it gets back to Tamika like, girl, you get your check. And she was like, what check? At this time, Tamika was up in New York. And she had signed, Tiny's mama had signed the check. Gave the address for the check for her New York address. But what is alleged is that Rocky, in SWV, all of them have access to everybody's social security number, everybody's passport, everybody's personal information. So he had a copy of Tamika's passport. So what he did was sign her name on the copy of the passport, took that to the bank, cashed the check, and he signed his name up under. So they're thinking that he's management and he's allowed to handle the money for Tamika. And they had told her nothing about it. She only found out whenever Diane called her and asked her did she get her check. And another caveat to this story is they said that allegedly the mom took 10,000 of that 30,000 and donated it to the church. So that's why the mom don't want it talked about, because the mom is complicit, is what I have been told.
And are you getting your firsthand information or?
My information is, some of it is firsthand, some of it is secondhand. But the part that I know to be true is the part that Miss Diane was the one who's actually signed these ladies up. Everybody got that check besides Tamika, because she was in New York at the time.
Awesome. Thanks for that information.
That's what I know factually. Now the stuff about him forging passports and all that stuff right there is secondhand.
Right.
Can I ask a quick question? A quick one. Who in the hell would give somebody their social security number and allow strangers to have access to their social security number?
Right.
Not I said the cat.
I didn't believe it either.
You wouldn't give me. I wouldn't get my money that way. No.
I didn't believe it either, y'all, because I'm like, nah, especially Candy. But Candy didn't even know anything about these royalties checks either. It was Tiny's mama that, was looking out for everybody to get that little money or whatever. And I guess Rocky found a loophole. He knew that Tamika wasn't in a place where she was, she was kind of bouncing place to place. So she didn't know anything about a check, if you get what I'm saying. She was in New York at the time.
Well, so Tamika lived in her mother's house too?
No,
or she was visiting her mom at the time that the check got there. And then you the check keeps sounding singular. How many checks were there, and do you know over how much time?
I don't know over how much time, but there was more than one check. But I think after all of this happened and they started conversing more, because Escape, they talk to each other one year, next year they ain't talking to each other. So after they got another check, they asked Tamika, okay, did you get your check? And she said, I ain't never seen a check. And on the back of the checks is signed the same signature that's on her passport. Okay, that was forged. Is the same signature that's on those checks. And
so
then
you realize that
the husbands went under it and signed his name.
There's no way in hell Tiny's mom would have access to any information of mine. Ever.
Right. Never, ever, ever.
Yeah.
That and helping, and that's not helping. That's being nosy and putting your nose in other people's business.
I don't think so. I think whenever this first dropped back in 99 and 2000, a whole lot of people didn't know about it. So she went ahead and signed everybody up whenever she signed her daughter up.
She wouldn't sign me up.
She put everybody's, contact information right, so the check will go to their house. The address she had for Tamika up in New York at that time is the address that she put down. And she thought everybody was getting their checks, but Tamika still had no idea about her checks because she was kind of moving place to place. She was going through a little bit of a tough time then.
I got a problem with people having my information. There's no way in hell.
Right. I don't see no reason for anybody to have the information except for management.
Management wouldn't even have that.
You know what's interesting, even still? Now, your story adds layers, but it still doesn't It actually just kind of makes it worse.
It
Because it takes it further from Tasha and Rocky at this point. Unless they use the $30,000 that was their half to purchase a fake freaking passport. You know how much fake passports cost?
a lot of money.
No.
So you're saying that they took their checks and purchased a fake passport so that they could make a fake signature under the sister's name so that they could then sign it to the check and cash it based off of a passport signature that they had forged.
I had that same question. What Tamika said was that
Candy smashed.
she
What
gave
Tamika
them a
said
copy.
was,
She gave them
what
a
Tamika
copy
said
of
was
the
that
passport.
Candy smashed Jermaine Dupri's daddy. That's what Tamika said. What else did she say? What else did she say?
But Candy said, no, Tamika said that what happened was she had just sent them over a copy of her passport that she hadn't signed. First mistake.
They
So
wouldn't do that.
on the copy, Rocky went in and signed her name and used that copy to carry down to the bank.
And what bank cashes anything with a copy of a passport?
Not to mention that the passport was in a woman's name. And Rocky looks like Bullwinkle. So
if he went in there and said that he is management and she gave me all these materials to cash her check,
that's not how they
I'm telling you,
that's never how
in
they
the day, I had gotten, some people had sent me to the bank cash checks and they didn't even ask me for my ID.
Maybe they should change banks.
Well, the checks must have been for a way smaller amount, and there must have been a way many more of them. If a black man could walk into a bank with a woman's passport and say, "Oh, she sent me to cash this," and they let him.
You know.
Some
ain't clean in the buttermilk.
He might could have said he was a husband.
No.
That sounds like a utopia place that I want to be in.
Yeah, no.
And even then, wouldn't the bank have asked him for at least his identification too? They're not just gonna. There's no way. There ain't no way. There ain't no way. My bank is gonna let somebody walk in with a check that's third-partied.
He didn't walk out with the money.
Yeah, no. Some ain't cleaning the buttermilk.
Out with the money. They put the money in his
The more I
bank
think
account.
about it, the more
No
it's funny. Oh my gosh.
Who told you all
There's
this?
no way. Think about it. When you go to your bank, yeah, they don't ask you for your ID, but they had you either insert your freaking ATM card or something, or they knew you from a million times you've been in there. It's not like those are one-offs if that's happening. But if a black man walks into a bank multiple times or with multiple checks for a woman, and all he has is a copy of her passport, they're not cashing those checks.
Nope.
It's not happening.
I can't even walk into Wells Fargo with my mama's ATM card. I do a lot of banking for my mother. I can't even walk into Wells Fargo
but
and handle anything without her being there.
Now a check cashing place,
a lot more
maybe. A check cashing place, maybe. But they're saying that they have something from the bank, sent them a statement or something. One of these comments is there was multiple checks.
I was told she has the checks.
It was multiple checks, and confirmed address.
Her signature was forward, and the husband's signature was on the bottom. I haven't seen the check. I don't know.
The bank sent Tamika the cash checks. The bank sent Tamika the cash checks. Bank.
Have they shown?
So when you cash a check that's from that person, like if I wrote you a check at the end of the month, my bank sends me with my statement all the checks I wrote. So they sent Tamika a copy of the check that was cashed at their bank.
Because those checks don't come up. Now, if you write a check, all of that would be on your bank account information. But
there's still not a way that the bank would actually cash a check or multiple checks from somebody with a copy of
sometimes they
anything.
put them in and put them on a hold.
She need to sue the bank then.
So
yeah, that's who you need to sue. If the bank let that happen, sue the bank. They're the unsecure ones because there's protocols for every other black man.
She the dumb one that let Tiny's mama have all her information, so Taj and all of them in SWV can see it. So you just said.
So they would have had to lay in wait. So they didn't even. And so then think about this. They didn't even know they were going to get the checks because Tiny's mom said that she just did it as a favor for everybody and didn't let anybody know. So even when Tasha started receiving her checks, she didn't know it was going to be multiple checks because it was unbeknownst to her that anything was coming in the first place. So that means that when she did finally get a check, why would she think to herself, oh, let me take this check and my sister's check because this is $1,000 and now I'll have $2,000. So her husband takes their $1,000, goes and gets a fake passport or whatever this fake ID is, which costs a lot of money. Costs a lot of money for that. So they made the money, they put an investment in, great. And now they're steadily going with this drip of unknown timing on check coming. You didn't know they were coming. But now here comes this money out of nowhere. Nobody still knew it was coming. Nobody told Tasha that more was coming or that Tiny's mom did it. That's not part of the conversation so far.
It's like this. What made me think that something really happened was when the mama was like, shut the cameras off. Because before then, the mama was kind of mouthing at the camera. She jealous. But as soon as that money came up, honey, she was like, y'all got to get out my house. So I'm like, I just said
I don't know. I think I would have told her to get out of my house too. If you're going to wait till cameras are here to disrespect me, because that's what she was getting ready to check Tamika on first. When she's looking at her and you're saying that she's mouthing you're jealous, I didn't see that part, but I'll have to go back and see. But she had said, Mama, you're not the fifth member. And then she was getting ready to go off on Tamika about that. And she was like, what? And she was like, she stole your money.
So I don't know what's the truth, who lying. I'm just dropping the tea that I got from somebody directly and then somebody.
I appreciate hot tea.
We love hot tea.
Ooh, we love hot tea.
But that's what's been alleged. Like Tamika didn't know that she was getting checks and that will be in cash, and she had no idea.
Yeah,
what this should be a lesson in? Not to give your vital information out to anybody.
Exactly.
Not even your management.
Or also, when you're doing a favor for somebody that involves them getting a check, make sure the right address is involved.
Well, it was.
You're not really doing them a favor.
It was the right address, but.
So she was in New York on business every time a check came because there was multiple checks. Remember?
Well, she had moved up there for a little while.
Okay.
So Tiny's mamas had that address.
Like for how long did she move up there?
I don't know that part, but
that's why I need to know how long were the checks coming, and how many checks was it, and over what duration of time? Because for some reason they had her mom's address, right?
Right.
But then she moved to New York or went to stay in New York or whatever, which is, hey, people go around.
So what happened? While she was up in New York, Tiny's mama was like, that's when it all happened. Did you get your check thing? And then somehow, like I said, once they got that first check, the address was actually changed to where Tasha, her husband, her mama was staying.
Yeah.
Okay.
So then the address got changed to the next place that Latasha and Rocky went to, you're saying?
Yeah, because they were staying where her mama, the sister's mom, Tasha and Rocky was staying with her
With Miss Gloria. So then when they moved the address for her checks also and kept living off of them afterwards, and it was up to $30,000. So did Tamika ever get any of the checks after that?
I think she got a couple of checks after that.
But it wasn't the 30,000 that everybody else got.
Yeah, she got that $30,000 check, but it just won't give it to her.
Interesting. Yeah. I need way more information before I just call.
It's like I want to see the back of the checks.
I want to see the number of checks, the back of the checks. Was it a check cashing place or a bank? Yeah, the main thing is the number of checks and the time frame.
Mm-hmm. My thing is, why she's not mad at the bank? Okay, I would be mad at the bank first, then my sister second. Because if you allowing somebody to cash something that belongs to me on something as flimsy as a copy of my passport, are you nuts?
Right?
And even Candy, y'all know Candy is very business minded, but she said that everybody in the group has everybody information.
Oh hell no!
I wouldn't be in the group. Social Security and everything, and I couldn't believe that.
Why? Those girls
I
are not friends.
That wouldn't be me.
So that means when Candy was stopping their money and making them be escape 3, that she could run their credit and make sure that how far down they were.
Girl, I said this too much for my little brain to process.
Me too. I'm like,
it sounds like a bunch of BS to me, because there's no way in hell I'm giving Candy, I don't care how good of a business person she is, all my vital statistics. Did she give the rest of them her vital statistics? I bet you she didn't.
Yeah, I can't see Candy Burris.
I bet you Todd don't even know her social security number.
Right.
Toddina.
Yeah. Well, this came out of her mouth that she gave every escape member all their personal information is in a file together. Everybody knows everybody's personal information.
Nope, wouldn't be me. Nope.
And out of everybody that knows it, Tasha's the only one that used it before, so that's why they think she did it this time. Because I would automatically think if something like that happened, I'd be like, oh my God, ain't no way my sister and my brother did it. Oh my gosh, I wonder what happened. Because when you think the lengths you'll have to go through in order to do it constantly, that's just too many checks.
Yep.
And I think with this particular instance, I think that the statute of limitations have ran out as far as her being able to press any charges or anything. But I just thought this was very interesting. Whenever I heard that everybody has everybody's social security number, I was like, in my mind, like, hell no. No, you're not getting my social security and my passport. You need all that for. So no. I just thought it was weird, y'all. I just thought it was really weird.
I find it weird that Candy, Miss, I don't never do nothing wrong. I never take responsibility for anything that's going to give her information and have it in some file lying around.
We all just have our stuff in a file.
No.
Yeah, right.
No. I was born, but not last night.
The Candy Burris currently has or knows that Latasha has access to her social security number at this very moment because it was all in that file. Is that what they're saying?
Honey.
See, that's how people get. See, See, that's how management and business managers take advantage of these people, because they give them their pertinent information. If you only give them enough to do what you need them to do, and then you have to come in and add the rest of that stuff, then they can't screw you over.
Yes,
I
y'all.
don't like Oprah, but the one thing Oprah said, you be the one to sign them checks. You sign the checks
yourself.
You look over everything before you give the okay. You got to be the last word. There's no way.
I was just floored whenever they made that Candy made that statement that everybody's information is in a collective file, Social Security numbers and everything. I'm like, is this how these stars be losing all that money? Yep. So they trusting everybody with all the information? Like, it's just crazy to me. So yeah. Don't know how true it is, but that's the tea that's been spilled.
And that makes Candy look stupid. If she gonna run with that narrative. That makes none of them in that group look smart at all.
Right? Yeah, I don't know. It's just very far-fetched. I'm gonna need more information before I start just getting on the bandwagon that she's this. Now her husband does seem he gives me Wendy Williams' husband vibes all day long. But as far as her being in on it or knowing, or her mom, like, yeah, I'm gonna save all that for someplace else. But yeah, you told me, yeah, the singer Jewel, her mother embezzled all her entire $100 million. So, and that's the thing with embezzlers, 30,000 wouldn't have been enough. She wouldn't have been, you know what I'm saying? Like, her mom would have found a way to get more sooner, another time. You know what I'm saying? Like, it just doesn't seem like, that's what I'm saying.
She was looking for it from the Lord, honey, because she donated that $10,000 to the church. I said, what did they do? Split it up. Each one of them got $10,000. Like Tasha got
that's not with my daughter's relationship to steal $10,000 from her. After everything I did to get her everywhere she went in life, like, that doesn't even fit.
Exactly.
It's lacking motive for me unless they were on some substance or I don't know. But just being stuck in
the mom house. Did say she was going through like a hard time, so maybe they needed the money.
Yeah, there ain't no way that I needed so much money that my mom helped me steal money from my sister. Ain't no way. After my mom did everything to make me a superstar, then she's gonna top it off with helping me steal money from my sister. Get my phone from Zion so I can call and see if they'll take it.
Where's that tape?
Which tape?
The clear tape I used yesterday to fix your Believe.
Oh, the Believe is downstairs, son. It's down.
How
are you guys?
With my niece.
Huh?
I said I just got my niece asking me a bunch of questions, child. So I understand.
Yeah, scapegoat, golden child dynamics. Yeah, it gives me that too, Sarah.
What happened?
Sarah was saying, is the scapegoat and golden child dynamics.
Yes.
It gives me that too. And Candy always looking for somebody to be a scapegoat, so she don't look like she's the terrible person.
Right. Like, oh, let's start talking about this. Because she really did sit on that reunion that time and cry about how they were like, you're just money hungry. Well, if you didn't perform, why would you get paid? You just told these ladies over here that you need top billing because you have 1 million subscribers. So you must believe in work ethic or something, maybe. I don't know. But if you don't work, you don't get paid. And then you stop their bag.
Well, Candy got a lot of crap with her. And I want her to come for me. Come for me, Candy. Because I believe you are
she's saying it's narcissistic parents with a scapegoat and a golden child. Yes. So you're saying that the scapegoat is Tamika and the golden child is Tasha.
Yep.
Oh,
I can see
That's
that.
how that dynamic working, y'all.
Yeah, I can see that. I can see
yeah,
that.
that thing I can see. But they also treat their mom differently too. So it's
Yeah.
based off of actions also.
True.
If Tamika's always popping off and Latasha's always respectful, if Tamika's the wild one that even came home pregnant and unmarried, you know what I'm saying? Like her whole, she's complete polar opposite of her sister. So that's what created the dynamic in this case. Sometimes it's like, oh, you're not supposed to love one child more than the other, but you sure can judge one child more than the other. And if they were both golden children at one time and then one come home pregnant and now she popping off because she was the one that got pregnant, and now you guys are in the place you're in because neither one of you guys know how to get back to past who was pregnant, then there's a whole lot of work to go all the way around. And I hope they get the healing that they need, but I do not think they need to be doing it on my TV.
Exactly. Or around Candy.
Exactly. Now that's my whole problem. Why would y'all bring this family? It's enough going on in Escape and SWV for the show to have been a success without y'all bringing that up. I just feel like it's too much for TV. Y'all really need Miss Van Zant to come back and do one show for y'all, because it's sad that we always get a chance to see, Black people acting crazy on TV and airing out all their dirty secrets, and I don't feel like they even getting paid enough to do that.
I have to disagree about Iyanla. I think Iyanla is the devil incarnate. I think she is not. She is not even a licensed therapist, and you're gonna allow her to air your scars, your hurt, your pain. She outed Tamar's essay to the world, and Tamar was not ready for it to be out. As a survivor of essay 2-3 times over, if we're not ready to tell it, that could send us over the edge. That was the first step in the nail of the could-be coffin that Tamar was going to be in. Miss Van Zant, beloved.
Well, I'll take that back and I'll say I'll do it because I'm a mental health therapist. So, but they need to sit down with a qualified professional and talk this out. Life is too short to be beefing with family.
It is. It is.
And that mama is narcissistic as she can be. I'm sorry.
No, you're right. I can see it. I agree with you on that.
Man, she was a fifth member of Escape. Like, honey, did you hear him any? Who can I run to? I don't remember hearing her name on any track. Okay. So that's my whole thing. Like, I don't know what's true, what's not true. I just know what I've been told and what I've seen. And I thought I would come up and share it with you ladies.
We appreciate you.
This is just,
oof. It's just a lot. It's a lot to weed through. And I think that Candy is behind the scenes, licking her chops, wringing her hands, like Homer Simpson's boss on The Simpsons. Talking about, ooh, I done destroyed yet another Black family. Let me destroy some more.
And honey, from what I hear, these first few episodes of Atlanta is getting ready to be off the chain. Candy gonna be into it with everybody.
So she's not gonna be able to hide?
She ain't gonna be able to hide. Everybody gonna call her to the carpet.
Good. I hope they do.
And it's like, I ain't gonna say too much because I be behind the scenes on some of this stuff.
Got you.
But let me just say,
it's on fire.
Candy showed her butt the first few episodes.
Ooh, okay.
So we'll see. but I don't want to get nobody in trouble because I still want to get that tea.
I
Okay.
get you. I feel you on that one. We live and die by the tea. You know?
I call my subscribers silverholics, honey, because we love to get drunk off some good hot tea.
Mhm.
But
That's
thank
right. You guys be sure and go through to Aunt Niecy's page.
Entertainment Tea Uncut on IG is where I post most of my stuff, y'all.
Right on.
Don't go over there expecting all of this stuff because we try to keep the page around 90% positive. I like to bring different businesses. So if y'all know somebody who has a business and want to get it out there for free,
Yeah.
I bring people on my channel. So yeah.
Right on. Well, maybe we can collaborate because I'm always building people on this team of insurance agents I got. And yes, so we are always actively recruiting for that, as well as, the business side of that too.
My dream is to have a core group of content creators to come together, where you got somebody in finance, you got somebody in entertainment, you got somebody, that caters, you got somebody for everything, and we can refer people to people in different states and stuff like that.
Right on.
So that's my dream. And if y'all know anybody that want to be a part, let me know. It's not going to be my show. It's going to be our show, whoever decides to get together.
Oh, right on.
I like that idea. I love that. I love that.
That is beautiful collaboration. Awesome.
I love that.
What a beautiful dream.
I'm going to drop down, y'all. And it was so nice speaking to y'all.
You too, Aunt Niecy. You got me thinking really, really, really. I'm like, I got more questions. That tea was hot and questionable. Now I got more questions.
And I'm gonna try to be in these YouTube streets more, but I be so busy, y'all. But know that I be peeping in and giving likes and stuff like that. So
right on. I appreciate that.
And you know what? Aunt Niecy, I wonder how deep Candy is in it on this.
Honey, ain't no telling. Candy be in some stuff, but she loves to play innocent, honey.
She does. She just happens to bump into everybody's ex.
Honey.
I will have to come back and tell y'all about that another time.
Okay. I would love it. You guys be sure and follow Niecy over there in the Instagram streets. I know you're about to get a new follower right now. Entertainment Tea Uncut. Consider me followed.
Y'all come on
right now.
We all family.
Yes. And like Marcella was saying the other day, we don't all have to agree, but I love that we respect.
Right.
And that we keep it moving. Like we don't know. I love not agreeing. Like my daddy put it in me that way. Like he's always been the one that's not afraid to argue at the table with the people from church. I
love a good debate. I was in debate club in high school. I used to be that little annoying kid in Bible study asking the questions they didn't know the answer to, but they should have known. And I would get kicked out of Sunday school. Okay. So I'm very analytical.
Right on. Is your thumbnail purple with the butterfly?
Yes.
Right on. I just followed you.
All right. Thank you.
Good job on the 42K followers, girl.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
And actually, this is my second page. My other page was bigger. But whenever I started talking about Black consciousness, Black wealth, voting, all that stuff,
you got shadow banned.
They took my page, so I had to record another page.
Oh, is that a forewarning? I need to stop.
I think you just need to be careful in how you say things and the way that you say it. Because that's one thing that I wanted to do to new people that's coming in the content creating. I want to tell y'all what I've learned and what not to do
Yeah.
to get your page snatched. So I'm willing to help anybody with the mistakes that I've done. I try to pass it on to other people so you won't go through those same mistakes.
Right on.
Yeah.
Totally appreciate that. I
Yes.
love it. I love it. I'm checking out your link tree. Look at all this. Oh my gosh.
Oh, since you said my link tree, I'm gonna do a shameless plug and then I'm gonna go.
Yeah.
You guys go follow Now Included. It is the brainchild of Tiffany Whitlow on Love and Marriage Huntsville. And there is absolutely no drama over
Now
on
loaded.
the platform. It's called Now Included and it's in my link tree as a link. And
Well, yeah, I ordered it down. We're gonna go pick it up in a minute.
And it's a healthcare platform that we are focusing on the disparities in the healthcare community. We're trying to lessen that disparity gap between Black people, people of color, with other races, and getting the appropriate healthcare when we need it. So it's a very important site over there. If you got any kind of medical condition and want to tell your story, please let me know because your story can help somebody else.
Right on.
Can you send me that, Curves?
Yeah. You mean the Now Included thing?
The entertainment tea.
Oh yeah. Here, I'm gonna go right here and share this profile with Corri Berman. I'm gonna put it in the Grown and Sexy.
Okay, no problem. Thank you.
But thank you guys for letting me come up because I hate typing. That's why I always ask if I got a lot to say. But y'all ladies have a good night.
You too.
And thank you for letting me up.
You're very welcome. I appreciate you coming up. I love it. I love it. I love it. Thank you so much.
Bye bye, ladies.
Bye bye.
Bonjour, Sarah.
Bonjour. Hello,
The
everyone.
patient.
Yeah, no, it's important she is speaking and she is presenting. I love what she do.
Yes.
Okay, girls, I see the first two episodes of Girl Trip. I just want to tell you, you need to be ready.
Ooh.
It's a conclusion, but I will tell you, you need to be ready. Ooh. You need to be ready. And yes, for Tama and Tamika, I said that personally, it's a golden child, scapegoat, and narcissistic parents. So, it's a triangulation. This poor Tamika, maybe she acts, very angry against her mother, but she's the scapegoat. It's normal position because she's trying to defend herself, against her mother. She's unreactive. See me, love me.
But why would her mom wait till so far later to help steal $30,000 while she was, because she was pregnant? It just doesn't. It still doesn't. Even if she
because it's not normal. Because of her, Tamika doesn't. It's what I say about every narcissistic parents. They don't have consideration for the scapegoat because the scapegoat is just the content of all their anger, their resentment. They need that. So no matter what's gonna be happening in the life of Tamika, no matter it's good or bad, it's always be bad. She can be the first woman going on the space, the first woman discover a vaccines against the cancer, everything like that. It's gonna be, she'll never be good, and Tasha always be good. She had two daughters coming home pregnant, and one she was treated like a nothing, and other treated like a queen. Treated like a queen. And now, it's worse for her mother. She's discovered what's gonna be happening. The world of the mother gonna be collapsed because when the narcissist is discovered, and the scheme, the situation is discovered, everything is gonna be collapsed. She will be need a new victim, the mother.
Okay.
Oh, because they need that dynamic because she doesn't have any consideration for the kids, Tamika, when she was baby. Since the beginning, she was a scapegoat.
So the mom helped both of them equally. The mom was
I don't-
there for both. Yeah, for the group and everything.
for the group, because she was just a way to make her Tasha, her second sister, second daughter, celebrate, known, be a star. She needs Tamika to have her on her hand. A narcissistic can make you to be in situation of dependency, of codependency, by the money, by to make you believe you're gonna be loved, everything like that. So she needs to have Tamika and Tasha under her hand. She not help them. She create a shame to make them enslaved to her power.
Okay.
So it was not a help. You see a help. For us, it's a help. For them, it's a make like contract with the devil. Because their mother, no matter what's happening, she needs to have control over them. And when I see all the highlights, I see, because I don't see that episode, but I see all the highlights, you see that dynamic. Tamika, she was never free, and she will never be free except she cut off that toxicity by. And now she said, "But your mom, you do that." I said, "You do that to the other, but not me." And she crying, and she da. No, she need to be calm and say, "Okay, where's my money? I get a lawyer. You need to come back, and I will pursue charges and lawsuit." And she need to stop to cry. She need because why she cried, why she react like that? It's a little kid on her. It's her inner kid crying and saying, "But mom, I love you. What did the little Tamika? She's crying inside. It's not the adult. She need to get back to her adult and to say, okay, I will cut you off. I will go in lawsuit. I will go speak on the show. I will make every dynamic around me and not around you. Because at the end, all the dynamic is always around your mother."
Right.
And Candy is a puppet master, And
wow. Well, I don't know. That's a lot to see from like 2 episodes and or 3 now episodes. Did you watch another show with the mom and the daughters on there or something?
I just see this one for them, but I don't see the other show, but I just see this one.
You just saw that reflected in what was shown to us so far about the dynamics?
Yes, I see the two first episodes of the show, of this serial of the show, but when I see the dynamic between the mother, since the beginning I say, she's a scapegoat, she's a golden child. You see it because the way the mother speaks to each one is very different. The reaction, why Tasha always respectful with her mother? Because she's in peace. She's a golden child. You can be respectful with someone who mistreated you so much time. You can. And the way, the incursion on the group with Tamika or Tasha, you see the difference. You see who she is treated every time. She's treated differently than Tamika. And you see the way she speaks, the way she doing it. She knew she's a golden child. She knew she's, she has this nurturing mother to take care of her when she was shy, about herself, about her self-image, about person of her self-esteem. But you don't see that with Tamika in the beginning. The way Tamika speak, the way Tasha speak, the way Tasha is, the outfit, the body, everything, the weight, everything you see different. Tamika, Tasha, you see physically a difference when you see them. And it's like it's what when I see them I say, okay, you see always Tamika reaching to people to be recognized in some way and to be validated. The validation, and she do that. Well, it's she gonna be more free. She's gonna get her own career. She's gonna get but she get pregnant very young. Why she get pregnant? Why she go with she create a stigma to also stay always on her mother wings. Because she want to be on her mother wing, but her mother. Let's say that you see the dynamics. I see the first episode. I see the last episode. I just see the highlights. I'll tell you that. And the therapist, yes, is not licensed, and I don't know who the production don't take a licensed therapist.
Right.
Oh, I understand why. Because the IPA, when you are a licensed therapist, you can get the session with your clients or your patient outside because you have an IPA. So for not licensed therapists, you don't have the IPA. So it's why it's an IPA, privacy of the patient is why they don't get a licensed therapist because you don't have HAPA, obligation.
Oh, okay.
So
you don't have obligation to the professional association.
Yes, exactly. So it's
see,
why they don't get a licensed therapist.
Amazing. That was awesome insight, Sarah. But I am going to have to cut us off here. Yes. Sarah is going to be with me on Sunday when we talk about SV, the bank collapses and stuff like that.
Well, I can't wait.
Talk more about that. And Corri Berman has a channel in these YouTube streets. Be sure you go through and smash her buttons, y'all. And I am LRGA Curves. Thank you for coming through tonight. I appreciate you. Smash my buttons, you guys. Smash the buttons on your way out. Leave a comment. Ring the bell. I'll see you in the next video.
All right. Good night.
Bye-bye.